country where I come from, the truth is an irony. Just like animal farm, justice mean inequity. So who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Christian can say silence, Islamic leaders silence, kings and queens silence, traditional leaders silence. So who go say the truth? We are them go so confused the call. Now by area why no better. We are them go so confused the call. One does area why no better. Who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Oh, he need it now, see what's so. Now your friend, and I ain't come at them. Only baby, Obeka, nice and beer. So I want to bet you too. Everybody was afraid. And when Tina Nantuma caught it here, once my boy dumping one and I see. But who go tell the truth? Nanai or say me. Nanso bien peso veka wasam because everybody is afraid. Anya safwe muaini. Aku drofo nyina dalima. Enti who go say the truth? Obiaja konson so to grow Germansa to me biaka kobrafo. Efo anyina ye. Efo when you know yet. Na so kutrata down na so be dia back or why no keke. I fene for be man mo pia for efo ne cross on my mo. Hanya safwe mo ayini. Akuku trofo nyina dalima. And who go say the truth? Abaya di bote chino. Yedi bi bebo nyande bi. Kachi se udi oma upipi numa. Would your mind never shine my preference? But who go tell the truth? DUC silence. Even journalists silence. Oh, then who go say the truth? Right is right. Wrong is wrong, no matter how you justify. You say you wanna get rid of corruption. Someone want to help you. Now the person become your target. Jobless no they mean senseless. Poverty no they mean useless. One day them go resist.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to MyView Show here live on TodayGhanaNews TV, where on Monday evenings we do well to bring you very interesting socio-political talk shows as well as other interesting topics as they may come up. And today is one of such days. Today we want to discuss the topic of politics to some level. You see, for citizens of a country who migrate to other countries, they don't stop belonging to their nation state. Indeed, they are still always tied to the country of their birth through the umbilical cord, metaphorically, of course. But when it comes to the role that these people play in the politics of their country, there seem to be several schools of thought as to the role that should be allotted to these people. While some countries have gone to the extreme, actually, a country like Haiti, for instance, previously dedicated the diaspora as an additional state to the existing 9 states that they had at the time, calling diaspora the 10th state and recognizing them as such. Some countries have made the argument that their citizens who are in the diaspora should be allocated, seats in their houses of representatives. However, there are some people who are of the opinion that once people have left, they've left. They have left where they love the most. So they should keep their love and affection to those places that they have migrated to. Now, these two are the extremes. In between, there are several other opinions that exist. Of course, to discuss such a topic, we would need the expertise of someone who himself is interested in politics, but probably isn't residing in the country of his birth. For today, we are going to be joined by Mr. Michael Atta. Mr. Michael Atta is a member of the NDC, did I say NDC? MPP Germany chapter or branch, and is also a hopeful of the office of communication director in the MPP Germany branch. Mr. Atta, I think, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Please,
Good
am
evening.
I online?
Yes, we can
Please,
hear you
can you hear
loud.
me?
We can hear you loud and clear. Good evening. Good evening to you.
Good evening, my brother.
And
Thank
how
you
are
very
you doing?
much.
How are you doing this evening?
Life has been so good, and we thank God for life. I must say everything is fine with me, and by the grace of God, we are alive, and we are living the best of life that we have. So I must say everything is fine with me. Thank you.
Yes, and it shows that life is good. You see,
Yes,
I
God
tried
has
to
been
wear
good.
fugu, and you have worn a fugu that is bigger than mine. So
Oh, my brother. Thank God. This is a gift from a friend, and
okay.
I thought it wise to, put it on today just to express my gratitude to him for gifting me such a precious item. And, when you wear these things, it shows that you are at least getting on with life in a nice way. So I must say everything is fine with me.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. And I introduced the topic for today, but before we get into the topic, okay, let's get to know the man we are talking to. We introduced you as a member of the MPP Germany branch. Is that correct?
Yes, I am. I am a member of the MPP Germany branch, and
Okay.
to a very large extent, MPP Global.
Mm, mm. That's interesting. That would automatically mean that you are resident in Germany.
Yes, I have been a resident of this country since 2018. I've been here for quite a long time now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if if one wanted to know you and they asked, who is Mr. Makata, how would you introduce yourself to that person so that they get to know you?
Thank you very much for this question. I am Michael Arthur, that is the name. I am from Ghana. To be specific, I am from the Ashanti region, and Jabin is my hometown. And I was a former student of KNUST. I did mathematics, and I also pursued masters in mathematics here in Germany. So now I hold masters in international mathematics. Yes, and I am a member of the MPP Germany branch. And when you come to Frankfurt, I am a member of the Frankfurt chapter. Currently, I am the communication officer of the Frankfurt chapter, and hoping on Saturday, God's willing, when delegates meet and decide on the next executives to work for MPP in Germany, I am hoping to be elected as the communications officer. So basically, I am a Ghanaian resident in Germany, a member of MPP, and aspiring candidate for communications officer position in MPP Germany branch. Thank you very much.
I like the fact that you started with your nationality first before your other affiliations. Now, you also, after introduce yourself as a Ghanaian, you also introduce yourself as a member of NPP. How did you get into, MPP and or politics? At what stage in your life did this get into you?
Thank you very much. This gives me, it takes me back to the memory lane. As far back as 1982, at the time I was at the JHS, and I think we were preparing for our basic school exams. And that was when we heard a lot about, politics. And at home, my father and my mother, they were always talking about MPP. And what really stuck with me was the fact that the leader of the party then was from my hometown. That is the person who first represented MPP, Dubois. He is from my hometown. So my parents were always talking about him and how he's contributed to the development of our hometown and Ghana in general. So I got interested as a young boy, and I started following them when they are preparing, for meetings. We would always go to the meeting grounds, make sure we organize the place, put tables, chairs, and everything together for the meeting to start. So I got interested, and since then I started following the party. And my first time of voting was in 1996. At the time, I had completed my SHS, and I was a young boy. I got interested in the party, and we were all following President Kufuor. And we did our bit then, but because we were young, we were not having a better understanding of how party activities work. But over time, when we grew up, after that I became a pupil teacher, I got to understand more about politics, and I got involved. From that time on, during my training college school days, I was an active member of MPP back then in Bichim. So I got involved in politics at an early age, and I have been part of MPP activities since then. So if you go to MIM, I contributed to the successes chopped then. The MP then, Boba, I was a member of his campaign team. I supported him. I moved on to Sunyani, where I was teaching at Notre Dame. I also supported Amia Treme in his campaign. So I left to pursue my master's in Germany. Immediately I got to Germany. That was in 2018. In 2 weeks' time, I looked for MPP and I joined the Frankfurt chapter. So if you are asking me about how I started my political journey, I will tell you that it dates as far back as 1992 as a small boy when I saw my parents getting involved in political activities supporting MPP because I was told Edubuahin was from my hometown, and everybody from my hometown supports MPP, and that was how I got into MPP. And I've loved the party's ideology, and I have been an interested party, an interested member in the activities of MPP, because I believe that if you talk of development in Ghana, since the inception of the Fourth Republic, MPP has been the party that has given Ghanaians hope in terms of policies, transformational policies. MPP has done so much, and President Kufuor started, and President Akufo-Addo also came. He did his bit, and now we are in opposition. We are trying to put ourselves together to make sure that we relaunch ourselves to wrestle power from NDC. So we are all putting ourselves together to prepare for the coming elections in 2028. So we are in shape, and everything is ongoing. That the party is restructuring, and we know that definitely we will get on well with our plans, with our activities, with our campaign to make sure that incoming president, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia will actually become the president in 2029. 7th December, he will be sworn in.
Well, I mean, it's good to prepare well, because the battle ahead of you is quite a daunting one. And you talked about the fact that you are reorganizing since you got into opposition, so that you can reorganize and then come back in to contest and possibly win the 2028 general elections. How has that?
Inshallah.
How has that process of reorganization gone? According to your own assessment, since your party went into opposition, how has that reorganizing process manifested?
Yes. To start with, if you can remember, when we lost power, the first thing the party did was to set up the Michael Okwe committee to do a thorough investigation to find out what actually led to that massive loss. So the Michael Okwe committee did their own investigations, and they came up with their findings. And the party looked at the report, and at the end of the day, they came up with strategies to put measures in place to make sure that the party prepares itself for the 2028 elections. So the process started with that committee's report, giving us a fair idea of what really went wrong for the party. And since then, the party started doing the necessary things to make sure that we are well prepared for the 2028 election. So if you go to the various constituencies, all the levels of elections, leaderships that should be given the opportunity to serve the party, all those necessary elections have been conducted. So at this point, we are at the regional level, where the regional election is being conducted for executives to lead the party and prepare for the campaign. So at the regional level, I think this weekend will be the last time every region must have its own elections to elect leaders to man the affairs of the party at the various regions. So when you look at that, the various branches in the diaspora is akin to a region in Ghana. So at that level too, we are also preparing for our elections. So this Saturday, that is on the 8th of August, MPP Germany branch, we will also have our elections. If I must say, other branches have done their elections and they have their executives in place. So we are here to do ours, and on Saturday, we will have our elections. So in terms of preparation towards the 2028 elections, I must say that the party has put measures in place to make sure that everything is in order. And when all the necessary things are done, I believe the party will have the basis to plan and plan well, to wage an effective campaign, to tell a good message to Ghanaians, for Ghanaians to buy into it and accept the MPP back into office. So in terms of preparation, I must say that we've done a lot. And going forward, we are going to do what is needed to make sure that the party is in full force to wrestle power from the NDC. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. So, I mean, you said that the Germany branch is going to have its elections this Saturday, right?
Yes. And if I can give you a bit of information regarding that election, as it stands now, the country has been divided into two folds. We have the northern part of the country, and the elections will be held at Hamburg. Yes, and the southern part, we are having the elections in Saarbrücken. Yes, so some delegates will be in Hamburg and others will be in Saarbrücken. So that is the plan for this year's elections. As a matter of fact, we should have all gathered at one place, but times and exigencies of time has given us the opportunity to hold the elections in two various centers. So we would be having it in Hamburg and in Saarbrücken.
Okay, so we would come to key in on your candidature for the position that you are contesting for after we go for a break and come. But before we go for that break, let's touch one more bit on the upcoming elections on Saturday, because you are a contestant. We know that as for once people go for a contest, there are always two things involved. They say there's no draw in contest. They either lose or they win. But sometimes people lose because the ground was not level enough, because the preparations were made in a skewed manner. Because you are a candidate moving into an election, what's your assessment of the current arrangement so far? Is it something that is satisfactory, that will create an even level playing ground for free and fair elections to take place?
I would want to answer this question in two different dimensions.
Okay.
In terms of me being satisfied with the fact that we are having the elections in two different centers, I would say that because of the fact that we are not sticking to the rules and regulations that is governing our operations, we have sort of tweaked it a bit to sort of suit the times we are in. And for me, I am the type I would always want rules to be abided by. So that aspect, I am not satisfied. But in terms of getting members to be involved in the activities, I believe that this is actually going to increase participation. This decision, in my opinion, is going to increase participation. A lot of people will be able to participate in the elections. And since it's going to increase participation, I must say that it is okay by me. In terms of fair play, in terms of fairness, I think that the current arrangement also has given me hope that everything is going to be fair and we are going to have an incident-free process. So looking at the preparations, the work the elections committee they have done, I must say that I am happy the way they've conducted themselves, and more importantly, the aspirants themselves in terms of their campaign message, in terms of engaging the delegates. I think they have conducted themselves very, very well. So far, so good. I must say that everything is in order for the elections. And in the end, it is my hope that the losers would accept the fact that it's elections. And as you said, one must win, one must lose. And when you lose today, it does not mean that you are a loser forever. There will be an opportunity for you someday, sometime, because most great leaders, they lose elections and they bounce back. So when you lose elections, it is up to you to, get back to the drawing board, begin to work your way up the ladder again. And when the time is right, the delegates will see you as a viable candidate and give you the opportunity to serve them. So for me, I see going into elections as offering yourself to serve. So when the people say that at this point, we feel that you are not ready for the position, you should accept and, prepare for the next opportunity. And for me, if you have that mentality and you are able to get yourself together, you will always come back and win, because it has happened to many people. They won elections and they lost. And one typical example is the current president of Ghana, President John Dramani Mahama. He was the president, a certain president. He lost an election badly. He went back, reorganized himself, and with the support of his party, he has bounced back. And as we speak, he is the current president of the country. So for me, he is a good example to all politicians that if you lose an election today, it does not mean that is your end. You can always prepare and come back. And when you come back, your comeback will be stronger than even your first incursion. So it's an advice I would want to give to all my colleague aspirants that the elections is coming. We are going there. It is our hope as individuals to win. But if it doesn't go the way we expect, we should have the heart to accept defeat. And by so doing, we go back and prepare. We can relaunch ourselves and win victory someday, sometime. So the aspirants, I know, they have this kind of mentality. I've spoken to a lot of them, myself included. We are prepared for any eventuality. Whether win or lose, we are still MPP members and we will always be committed to the cause of the party.
Well spoken. And I think this is a perfect time for us to take a break so that we can go and prepare and come back to continue with the next stage of the of our interview or our show today. For all who have made time to join us, we are grateful to you for your time, that you made time this evening to join us for this particular show. Go nowhere. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we will take some views and comments from our listeners and viewers, and then we will take the last section of the show. Go nowhere. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Beyond Makeup, where beauty and confidence are taken to a whole new level. Here, we pamper and take care of you like royalty. Enjoy our gentle waxing, refreshing facials, and soothing massages that melt away stress and leave your skin glowing. We also offer professional makeup services, manicures, pedicures, durable nail extensions, and perfectly sculpted ombre brows. We give you the most perfect soft lashes that highlight your natural beauty. At Beyond Makeup, every visit is more than just a service. It's an experience of care, elegance, and transformation. Locate us at Chado Last Stop or call us on 0559 933 505 or 0506 474 911. Follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Beyond Makeup, your journey to wellness starts here.
Hallelujah. Enka osro hine. Ka apostle Stephen Amuakuhu okwantrefo penyi ene kofabaye edema Inner World of God Ministry International ewa Biblical Truth. Miminda ediye nimi ene miminda bia. Abra abo enumre nonso Ghana time. Yeyini life ewa Today Ghana News TV. Biblical Truths. Power. Power. Power.
Welcome back to MyView Show here live on Today Ghana News TV, where this evening we are taking a deep dive into politics as it relates to Ghana, but from the diaspora, from afar, but looking down in Ghana and participating in politics in Ghana. And our guest for today has been Mr. Michael Atta, who is a member of the NPP Germany branch, and also a hopeful for the office of communication director of the branch. We would like to say a very big thank you to our listeners who have joined us from Sakina Information Center in Tatali. Also would like to say a very big thank you to our listeners who have joined us in Adelema Information Center. Also a very big thank you to our listeners on High FM 93.7 in Achunhimai in the Eastern region. Also, we say thank you to our listeners on the King's Radio in Accra, and to all our listeners and viewers who have made time to join us on all social media platforms, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Twitch, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on whichever platform that you have made time to join us this evening. We are grateful to you for your time. Now, before we invite our guest back, let's take some views and comments from our listeners and viewers who made time to join us this evening. Nana Kafum will say the diaspora is the brain power of the Ghanaian economy. Thank you very much, Nana Kafum. Nana Kafum, you are back again. You say you are watching from Tatali, Northern Ghana. Thank you very much for always making time to join us. Robert Kimpe, you say you are watching from Paris, France. Thank you very much, Robert, for joining us. Robert, again, you say MPP is in serious downside. Well, I'm not sure that is the opinion of our guest for today. Jaframa TV, you say you are watching from Rara in Oti region. Thank you very much, Jaframa TV, for always making time to join us when we are on air. Kweku Ivo, you say, I will advise him to do clean politics. You are watching from Suhum in the Eastern region of Ghana. I think he's been clean this evening. Frempong Bafi, you see, Mr. Makata, stop the wishful thinking. It will take a long time for MPP to come back to power. Ghanaians are very angry with the MPP. You are watching from Akusi. Thank you very much, Frimpong, for your comments. You are back again. You say, did you see the beating of Kwame Afrifa? Oh, okay. I get it now. Thank you very much, Frimpong, for your comment. NDC Diaspora Union, you say, I am only watching with one eye. The MPP don't have any message for Ghanaians. They are too corrupt. You are watching from Amsterdam, Holland. Thank you very much, NDC Diaspora Union, for your comment. Asempahine Buachi, you say, good evening. You are watching and listening from Achen Himai. I wish him good luck. He is a nice gentleman. Thank you very much, Asempahine Buachi, for your comment. Mavis Boating, you say, good luck, my brother. I wish you well. Watching from Lisbon, Portugal. Thank you very much, Mavis Boating, for doing the watching. Justice Ano, you say greetings from your chairman, Justice, and meet in Fiapre, not local. I think Mike will know him. So greetings to you from your press chairman, I think. Sikapa TV, you say, well spoken. I wish you good luck. You are watching from Bimapu near Koforidia. Thank you very much, Zibodi. If you say, I am sure you will win the contest. Maybe I think that's what you are trying to say. May God be with you. Thank you very much, Ifua, for your comment. Ayodele, you say you are watching from Darmstadt, Germany. Thank you very much, Bafo, for your comment. Margaret Houston, you say good luck. You are watching from Nkwanta in Oti region. Thank you very much, Margaret, for doing the watching all the way from Nkwanta. We are grateful to all of you for your comments this evening. Now let's have Mr. Atta join us back. Mr. Atta. Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
There was a comment. I'm sure that. Okay, Justice.
Yeah, Justice is a mate at the training college, and he was my boss back at Fiapre. He was the chairman for the NAT in Fiapre local, and I was the secretary then. Yeah, so he was my boss. Justice, for your kind words. I do appreciate it, and I will link up afterwards. Thank you very much, Justice.
All right. I think we are Mr. Hello, Mr. Atta, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Please, can you hear me too?
Are you getting feedback from your end?
I think, is it okay now?
It only happens when I speak. Do you have another device is broadcasting? All right. I think let's we'll get back to Mr. Atta so that we can rectify the issue with the sound, so that he will join us. But if you have just joined us, this is MyView Show here live on TodayGhanaNews TV, where this evening we are having a tete-a-tete, a meeting of the minds with Mr. Michael Atta. Mr. Atta is a member of the MPP Germany branch, and he is also aspiring for the position of the MPP branch communication officer, whose elections is going to take place this Saturday in 2 locations in Germany, and he has been sharing with us in the first half of the show some information about his life, how he got into politics, and how he has contributed and served the party at different places and at different levels, and coming to Germany in the year 2018, he has also been very active in the affairs of the party. I think, yes, we are back now, and I think that the sound is much better. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you very well, loud and clear.
Right. All right. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Now, let's go to this particular election that is taking place on Saturday. You are contesting for the position of communications director of the MPP Germany branch. Now, before we get to what you would want to do with the office, can you tell us what your definition or your vision of that office is? What's supposed to be done in that office?
Very well. Yes. When we talk of communication, it hinges on 3 pillars. And the first of it is shaping perception. The second factor I consider very integral to communicating views and ideas is building a strong connection, emotional connection with the people you are engaging. Then you also should be able to craft persuasive messages and sell it out to your listeners or the people you would want to buy into your vision and your aspirations. So these are the 3 core pillars of communicating effectively to people. So if you are able to shape perception, you are able to build emotional connection with the people, you are able to craft persuasive messages. These 3 ingredients put together will make your communication very, very effective. So these are the 3 things I look out for anytime I hear someone trying to pass on a message to me. I analyze it and look at it from these 3 perspectives. If your message is persuasive enough, your message is convincing enough, then I can say that indeed you are communicating effectively to people, because everything you are telling people, it is your hope that they would have a better understanding, a better appreciation of whatever message you are passing on to them. So if these 3 ingredients are imbibed into whatever you are communicating, I can tell you for a fact that people will hear you out, they will understand you well, and buy into whatever you are selling to them. Your message should be persuasive enough. So basically, that is my understanding when we talk about communication. And I think these are the 3 things I have been preparing on, and I know I will be able to come up with strategies, very good strategies, to be able to shape or reshape perception of the people about politics in its entirety, about issues that come up, topical issues for discussion. What do the people perceive about what is being discussed? You should be able to reshape people's perception about the story, about the issue, and make sure that they are aligned with the right message. Carry on the right message and sell it to understand. So basically, I am looking out to build structures that will promote people's understanding of issues when they come up. So that when you are saying something, you are talking from an informed position, not just step in the fray and begin to say anything, but you would understand exactly what you are talking about. If it is about information, you have the right information, you have the facts, figures to be able to propagate your story for better understanding. So basically, my understanding of communication is building these blocks to make sure that your message is carried out in an effective manner. Thank you.
We probably will return to what you will do shortly. But before we come to that, you have performed this role, albeit not at this scale before. You say you performed the same role in Frankfurt chapter?
Yes, currently I am the communications officer at the Frankfurt. Yes.
All right. So how different are these two roles? Seeing that the title is the same, is it the same at the chapter level and at the branch level?
In terms of responsibilities, I would say that the magnitude at the top is a bit higher. So in terms of your reach, you have a larger population to deal with when it comes to communicating at that level, at the branch level. So it's like an upgrade of what you are doing at that chapter level. So in terms of what you do as a communicator, I think there is no difference. If it is about an issue that you need to, comment on, if it is about propagating the good message of the party, either online, whether engaging the traditional media, so there isn't any much difference between what you are supposed to do as a communication officer at the chapter level vis-a-vis the branch level. It is just that the number of people maybe you are representing, it's much bigger than at the chapter level. But in terms of the core activities, it is almost the same. No difference, if I'm asking.
All right. Yeah. So I asked you that question because right now, how long have you served in that role in Frankfurt?
Okay. They just ended chapter elections. That was when I was voted for. So it's barely 2 weeks now since I assumed that office. Yes. So previously I was the vice chairperson of the chapter. I was the vice chairperson of the chapter. But because I am seeking to become the communication officer of the branch, I thought it wise to represent my chapter in the same capacity, so that when the opportunity comes for me to work as the communication officer of the branch, I wouldn't have much differences in my responsibilities as the leader of the party at this level.
So 2 weeks, then you are slave. You are just a baby in that
yes,
office.
Brand new communications officer at the chapter level.
but if I were to ask a member of the Frankfurt chapter about how you have performed in your office in these 2 weeks, what do you think they would tell me?
I think they would have good reviews about my ability and how I have represented the chapter. The first major thing I have done for the chapter is last weekend we had a grill party, and during the event, as a communication officer, I acted as the MC of the program, and I must say that I did that to the best of my ability. You know, you cannot say to yourself that you did excellently well. It is the people who will give those commendations, reviews about how you performed. But to the best of my knowledge, the feedback I got, it was very effective. And I also made sure that the activities were publicized. So in terms of publicity, I did the best that I could to make sure that the program got the much coverage that we were hoping for. So in terms of publicity, it was very good. I did a very good job publicizing the event. And at the end of the day, we had a successful event, and it was very, very remarkable. And for me, Frankfurt chapter, we are gradually becoming the standard for measuring how well a chapter is performing in Germany. And even if you are to talk of all the branches in the diaspora and the various chapters in all the branches, I can tell you for a fact, Frankfurt chapter is becoming a key chapter when it comes to making sure that programs are well organized in terms of party activities, participation in all events. Frankfurt chapter, we are making a good mark for ourselves. Thank you.
Wonderful. Now let's now get to the meat of the office that you aspire to occupy. You have previously told us the 3 pillars of your understanding of what the office entails. Now, if given the mandate to occupy that office, how would you translate those things that you talked about, the 3 core pillars that you talked about? How are you going to translate those or practicalize them or bring them to life so that it would you would have been succeeding in doing those things that you mentioned as your 3 pillar?
Thank you very much for this wonderful question. I think this question is very much loaded, but I will do my best to simplify it to the understanding of my revered listeners. Now, when we look at the 3 pillars I mentioned, it should translate into making the branch visible. So these 3 pillars, if we effectively implement them, the branch will be visible in terms of its activities. So we are hoping that with proper arrangements, strategies, good leadership, NPP Germany branch in the next campaign of the whole NPP fraternity, NPP Germany branch through communication is going to make itself visible. We are going to actively engage in effective campaign to make sure that NPP Germany will become visible and recognized by the party. So it is our view, it is our hope that we will use communication to propagate the good stories of NPP, and Germany branch is going to be an integral part of making sure that we sell the party at all levels. So we are going to make good use of the media. Talking of the traditional media, we will build a strong collaboration with the traditional media, both at home and in abroad. So under my leadership, I am going to make sure that I engage all stakeholders in the media fraternity to make sure that we build a strong connection, a collaborative effort to make sure that whenever we have issues to discuss, we would have the platforms to engage listeners, to engage people, to tell good stories, to share our views on topical issues. So building a strong collaboration between NPP Germany branch, the communication team, and the traditional media in Ghana and abroad is one of the key things I hope to do differently from what we have seen over the period. So that is one of the key things I hope to achieve when I am given the opportunity to serve the good people of MPP Germany branch. Then also, I would want to make sure that we prioritize maximizing the use of social media. So as it stands now, as a branch, we have been able to set up our own online TV station. Though it is not working as we speak, but when I am given the opportunity, I would want to ensure that it is implemented, it is put into good use. We are going to make sure that it runs and the branch will benefit from the use of the online TV, so that the delegates who are listening to me now should be rest assured that in the next 4 years, the branch and its activities will be projected, will be propagated on our own platform, being it TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all the social media handles. We have them in place, and we are going to make sure that we sell our messages through these platforms. So NPP Germany is going to be visible. People will now begin to see that there is transformation, there is effective work being done to make sure that MPP Germany becomes visible, and the party will recognize the impact we are making as a branch. So that is what I hope to do to make sure that the party at this level will be known at the national level as well. So I will lead the charge. But let me add that I won't be the only person doing all of this. You know, it is going to be a teamwork. So we will try as much as possible to form a working team that will be so effective. And we will do this work to make sure that the recognition we seek to have as a branch, we will definitely get it under my tutelage and with the help of the other executives. Because if I have all the ideas, I cannot bring it to fruition without the support of my other executives. More importantly, the chairperson who will be elected, God's willing, on Saturday, and his other supporting executives. So it's going to be a collaborative effort. It's not going to be like I am the jack of all trades. I won't be doing it alone. I would have a supporting system to make sure that our work is effectively carried out. Thank you.
Perfect. So maybe we are just about rounding up. Seeing that you are contesting for a position, we do not know who is listening or who is watching. There might be some delegates who would be attending the event and who would come there to come and vote. In a few minutes, tell the delegates why it must be you.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. And at this point, it is an engagement between myself and the delegates. We are signing a contract. And for me, my intentions are clear that I am stepping into this office to offer myself diligently to work effectively to make sure that this party at this level, Germany branch, will be very much attractive whenever we sit down to talk about Germany branch. It is only going to be positive impact that we are making. We are going to make sure that we make impact in a positive sense. And I am going to commit myself to it, dedicate myself to it. One, when you come to Germany branch, as it stands now, chapters are not that strong. Most of our chapters are not that strong. So it is my hope that in collaboration with the organizing committee, with the IT committee, with the secretarial committee, and with all the other organs of the party, we are going to work effectively to make sure that the chapter-based communication is uplifted. We are going to work to bring information to the lower level to make sure that everything that the chapters must know regarding the progress, regarding the activities of the party, the dissemination of information will be done, and it will be done timely or timeously. That is what is going to happen under my tutelage as the communication officer. So there is going to be a change, a new dawn, a transformational agenda to put communication at the front of all that we are doing as a party. And I have this saying that when our voices are put together, it becomes our power. And because of that, I am introducing a program that I have titled The Voice Note. What it means is that we are going to engage our chapter members. So they are going to feel important in everything that we do. They are going to be part of every communication we are doing. So we will get their voices and make good use of the voices. So on our online TV, we will seek the opinion of members from the various chapters on topical issues. And when we have these raw voices, it will be aired. And when it is aired, we will bring experts, people who have expertise in those issues. We'll bring them together for discussions. So when a member is seated in his house and he knows that what he said, an opinion he shared or she shared, has been projected, has been propagated, is being spoken about, I believe that this will generate interest in members getting involved in the activities of the party. So TVN is going to play a major role in my administration, and I would do this in a way that will bring all members around, and we will be all together in making sure that our work is done in an effective manner. So TVN is one of the key policies I am going to introduce to transform our communication agenda. Then the next thing that I would want to do as a communication officer, and which will be a legacy for the branch, is making sure that all professionals in this country who have the ideologies of the party at heart, whether in the educational sector, in the legal fraternity, whether it's in the entrepreneurship, wherever they are in this country, we will make sure that we bring all these professionals together. And my view is that when we are able to formulate policies with these experts, professionals that we are putting together, we would have a document to present to the party at the highest level. So when we are able to come up with policies like that and submit it to the party, we are contributing to the work that has to be done at the national level. And we getting involved in this way would project the party at the branch level, and we will be recognized. So for me, bringing professionals together to advance communication and engagement is one of the key things I seek to do when I'm given the mandate. So I have a group that I seek to form called the PACE. The PACE. So the PACE means professionals advancing communication and engagement. So we will bring all professionals together. We know there are great men and women in this country who are aligned with MPP ideologies. We will bring them together to make sure that we work in this arena to make sure our communication is based on ideas, is based on knowledge, is based on expertise, experience, not just saying anything for the sake of it. We would want to sell out good message, and bringing these professionals together will help us do our work and make sure we make impact. So the PACE is a program I seek to bring on board. So I want all the chapter chairmen to help me out. I know they are aware of the various professionals in their respective cities. So I'm going to work in tandem with the chapter chairman to make sure that we identify all these professionals wherever they are in the various cities in Germany. Then we will reach out to them, make them aware of what we have on the table. And I believe if we are able to convince them, they will come around, they will come on board and help us put policies together, programs and policies together, and submit to the national party for them to also look into it. If it is something the party can accept and work with, then it means we are contributing to the progress of the party. So that is exactly what I intend to do to help project our communication team. So I would want to use this opportunity to appeal to all delegates, wherever they are listening to me this evening, that I have put together a manual that I will be working with. And with this manual, it tells me how I should go about running this office to make it a professional office, that it will be done, that the world will know that at this time in our history as a branch, the communication team is being projected in a different light. And so we should all contribute to the success of the activities of the communication team. So I would want to appeal to all the delegates and the members of MPP that they are going to have a part to play in my leadership as the communication officer. So they should have the trust in me. They should give me the opportunity to serve them. They should give me the mandate. And I believe I will not disappoint them. So on the 8th of August, Saturday coming, when you go to the polls, please remember Michael Arthur. On the ballot, I am number 1. Communication officer, I am number 1. Remember to cast your vote and validly for Michael Arthur, your incoming communication officer. Thank you.
Today, Ghana News TV, we are the masters of the game.
Well, I couldn't have said it any better than the man himself, who is seeking to sell himself to the delegates of the upcoming elections that are going to be held by the MPP Germany branch, for which he is contesting the office of Communications Director. So we would like to thank Mr. Michael Arthur for making time to join us there for this evening's program. So, Mr. Atta, we are grateful to you for making time to join us this evening and for conducting your campaign in quite a clean manner, focusing on issues and ideas and desisting from, rancor and things that would bring about agitations. You have something more to add?
Yes, I just want to use the opportunity to say one or two things. Embarking on this journey, there are a lot of people who have supported my candidature, and I believe they deserve to be acknowledged for the effort they have put in supporting my candidature. And I would want to use this opportunity to say a few words to them and thank them for deciding to trust in me and to give me the opportunity, pushing me as far as to this point. So first and foremost, I would want to thank the Germany MPP executives. They led the campaign, and we have entered the fray. We want to serve in the capacity we are vying for. So I would want to thank them, Dr. Yamoa, Dr. Nanabe Enyimfo, and the other executives, Benson Brinya, Mama Esther, and all the other executives, Ruth Lindenberger. I may not be able to mention everyone, but I would want to thank them for the ground they have laid. And we know we are going to follow in their steps and work better to make sure that the branch is projected the way we want it. I also want to thank my campaign team members. Sir Mugabe, Eric Jan, he is my campaign manager. I want to thank him so much. And I have good people who are supporting me. Papa Solo, he is from Berlin. Papa Solo, God bless you. And Francis Bobby has also been very, very instrumental in all that I have done so far. Kwame Setre, Dortmund, Kwame Setre, God bless you. He is one man I've been sharing ideas with. He calls me every time to tell me where I am going wrong. He will just use the opportunity to correct me. So Kwame Setre, God bless you. And there is this fantastic woman in Darmstadt. He is the secretary of Darmstadt. Ayodele, Miss Ayodele, God bless you so much, Victoria Ayodele. She has been very, very supportive. And my chairman, Chama Kinto, Frankfurt chapter, I would want to thank him so much. And every other delegate I have spoken to, they have given me words of encouragement. They have pepped me on up to this point. And I would want to thank each and every delegate I have spoken to, even those that I have not yet spoken to. I know they have heard much about my abilities, and I know they trust in me. So on 8th of August, they are going to give me the mandate to serve them. And I would want to use this opportunity to tell them that I'm going to serve them very well, and I will be very responsible. I'll be very respectful. I will attend to their needs as and when they approach me. So thanks to everyone listening now, all the listeners across the globe, wherever you are listening to us from. Thank you very much for always paying attention and tuning into Nokremre. This is MyView Show, and I would want to ask you to always tune in and watch, because this is a fantastic program, and I would encourage everyone to always tune in and watch this program. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much to you. We are grateful to you for your time and for making time to join us this evening for this show. We wish you well in your endeavor, and we would link up with you possibly later after the show, when possibly you are the communications director. So
I am always available, and I know this wouldn't be the first. It is first of many to come. So whenever you need me, I will avail myself and prepare so well that we can engage and do a good job for the mother country. We want to serve, and service is what we desire to do. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Michael Atta, who is a member of the MPP Germany branch and also an aspirant for the position of Communications Director in the upcoming branch elections that are going to be held on Saturday. So I would also like to say thank you to all our viewers who joined us for today's show. We are grateful to our viewers on Sakina Information Center in Tatali. Also grateful to our viewers on Adelima Information Center. Also, we are grateful to our listeners on High FM 93.7 in Achimihima in the Eastern region. And grateful to you, all our listeners on the King's Radio in Accra. And to all those who are joining us on all other social media platforms, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Twitch, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and on all other platforms. We are grateful to you for making time to join us this evening. So until we come your way again next week with another exciting show, we say stay blessed, stay safe. God bless you. God bless our homeland, Ghana.
The country where I come from, the truth is an irony. Just like animal farm, justice mean inequity. So who go say the truth? Who go say the truth?